What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share the video. Hit the join button and become a member. Why? Well, members get exclusive content. Hit the bell icon on my channel so that you'll receive a notification every time that I drop a video, and you can go and check the video out. Leave a comment, leave a like, share the video. Join, become a member. About to drop something hot for the members today. My level 2 members exclusively. In fact, sorry for the level 1 members. I got y'all coming up. But I got a few level 2 members. I got to look out for them. If not, what's the point of being a level 2 member? Let's get into it. Part 4 of Tiny Wonty Won't and Porky. 2 crazy Hoovers. Well, yeah, they were essentially terrorizing the Los Angeles County Jail. Now, as I said in part 3, they done viciously attacked the young homie Lil Watts from Front Street Watts. He did initiate it by slicing Porky first about the ear area. Again, I don't know what the argument and hostility was about. I don't recall. But whatever it was, that's the action that he took. They did what they did, which was they beat him pretty badly. Him being the man that I later discovered him to be. Just based on his actions, I can only judge someone and anyone and everyone by their actions, never by their words. According to his actions, he was all man because he, again, declared war, apparently, ostensibly, on all Hoovers. A couple of weeks after the incident, after his eye had, the swelling in his eye had mitigated some, and he began to heal. Well, he also began to exact his revenge all by himself. Coming back from court one day, a couple of weeks after the incident, he was in the court tanks in the Los Angeles County Jail. So was a young homie. A young homie that was in there unwittingly, not knowing what had transpired before in the dorm with Porky and this guy here, Lil Watts and Baby D. Word has not really traveled to the Los Angeles County Jail yet because this transpired in the Twin Towers. So the homies there in the court tank, unbeknownst to him, Lil Watts is there to seek revenge. And he asked a couple of dudes in there where they were from. And then he got to the homie. And he asked the homie where he was from. And the homie told him he was from Hoover. He said, okay, well, and shook his hand. All right, what's up, man? Well, and then went and sat down. And the homie went and sat down as well. Didn't think nothing of it. And next thing you know, about 30 seconds later, like a flash of light, Lil Watts came out of nowhere, like Edward Scissorhands, with a blade in his hand. The homie said he don't know where the hell he got it from. It was that fast. And he walked past the homie. And when he got past him a little bit, he turned around and sliced the homie right about the ear area. Something about this guy in the ear. And the homie grabbed his ear and said, what the? And he got up and he tried to rush Lil Watts, but Lil Watts was still swinging a thing. And the homie didn't have a thing. He was coming from court. And they called Lil Watts' module to leave out, and he just left out. But before the homie could even spread word to the homies about what had happened, a few of us had got word because the other people that was in the court tank had come back to the different modules and said what had transpired there in the court tanks. So a few of us knew, but not everyone had word yet. And before everyone can get word, well, his rampage, it continued. He was clearly on a mission for revenge. He had really taken umbrage to what had happened to him, and he wanted to get his hands on anyone that he could that represented what the people represented that had violated him. And not long after, he was in medical. And there in medical, it gets crowded sometimes in the Los Angeles County Jail. And at this time, they didn't have cameras. And word is that he asked some dudes from a certain car, which I won't name here, man, who from Hoover in his line? And they pointed one out. But the homie has his back to him. And again, he doesn't know anything about what has transpired with this dude in the court tank, and then prior to that, with Porky and Baby D and him. Again, word eventually got out strongly, but at this time, the word is still filtering in. And he crept up on the homie. Even with the police, nah. And with the heart of a lion, apparently, out of nowhere, like Flash Gordon, once again, he produced the blade and crept up on the homie from behind and sliced him. You guessed it, right about the ear area. And the homie grabbed his ear and noticed that he was leaking. And at this time, a few days later, now word is getting out to everyone what this dude is doing. But he realizes that the word is getting out. So he decided that he may as well go into his dorm and finish his assault with the Hoover that was in the dorm. Since the word is out and he knows that his days are about to be numbered pulling off these capers. And so he went into his dorm. And while the homie was asleep, he sliced him too. The third one that I know of for a fact that Lil Watts sliced. Now the word is out amongst the county jail, at least amongst the Hoovers, and the Watts car, Compton car, etc. What's going on? And the homies are contemplating going to war with the entire Watts car, Compton car, Crip car, whatever. Finally, a few of us congregated, and it was decided that Little Watts was doing too much. He had got his revenge. He had sliced the homie, but he continued his assault. He continued to seek out Hoovers and then attack them, unbeknownst to them that they were under some threat or under some sort of attack. And so everyone began to feel like this was too dangerous. This is dangerous for us to be walking around the county jail because not everyone knew who this guy was or what he looked like. People began to put out a description of him to the homies to be on the lookout for this dude here that looks like this. He's supposed to be in this module, but it seemed like he was going from module to module. It's like he was in disguise and on the run and then popping up with the blade. He was on a cold mission, as I said, really like something out of the movies. But it was determined amongst us, well, something had to be done and quickly because this guy was out of control. Well, he's running around and exacting revenge upon everyone, and most of us had nothing to do with what went on in the Twin Towers in the dorm. Not to mention, he initiated it by slicing Porky about the ear area. And then what happened to him ended up happening. But he's proven once again to be extremely relentless. He's not letting up. A few of his homies had even tried to talk to him and say, man, just let it go. You got your revenge. You done sliced a couple of them. It's a wrap. But he wasn't listening to anyone. He was hell-bent on continuing his assault against the Hoovers there in the Los Angeles County Jail in 2010. So the decision was made that the Hoovers had to put together somewhat of a team to go and hunt Lil Watts down in these different modules and find him and put a stop to his assault. Either that or we're going to continue to be assaulted and won't even see it coming. So y'all get together and go and find this dude. And when you find him, we all know that he's nothing to be played with. So then don't play with him. You can't play. You got to go and play real ball. You got to go for the home run. Don't stop at third base. Put this dude down if necessary because, hey, he's trying to put the homies down. Next, he'll be slicing y'all necks. Then what? So, a couple of people who we felt were reliable to go and at least assault him. If not unalive him, if not park him and slump him for good, to at least put a stop to his dastardly ways. And so a few people readily raised their hands to perform the job at hand. And they said they wanted to be the ones to pull off the caper. And so on the mission they went to find Lil Watts from Front Street Watts and put a stop to his dastardly deeds. And in part 4, well, hell, this is part 4. And part 5, I'll tell you exactly what happened. Did the homies catch up with him? Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Yes, they did. Did all hell break loose? Yes, it did. And I'll bring you that in part 5. And Tiny Woompty Woomp and Porky, 2 crazy Hoovers in the Los Angeles County Jail. Stay free, people!